You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. Cross. 39.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ready. Mike spoke forward. Exit.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, go 80. 51, stop! Hey, check. I got. Big gap. Good job. Let's go.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 36. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. "17 yards and a first down for Atlanta."
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alpha. Hot.
On first and 10, Love. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf.
Here's second and 8. He'll get this to Eckler. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That throw into the arms of Allen. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the slant.
From the gun, Love. He's got Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brings up second down.
Under 10. 10.
Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Big stroke. Big stop. Let's go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
I'm going back to you. Hey, express, 21. Check 43. Kill. Ready for that.
Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 20! A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready, blue 80. Black 25. Hey, pick your game up. Switch. Hey, free play.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go. Alert 3.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam! Showing it! Blue dark workers! Go!
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 50.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99. Hard. SOS. Got it.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 58 right there. Lock it. Check 4.
Now Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
36.
Back to throw. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Let's get it together. Yeah.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's sneaky, guys. Single.
Looking to throw. Love. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. Ready. 25 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Freeman again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
21.
You're not ready. You're not ready. At 25.
Hey, 2. Go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
61, Sam!
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Base, base. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yes! Get that ball right here. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Y'all not ready. 29. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. This is intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go one more.
Gun.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go.
Space.
Ricky. Hey, 25.
Hey, South.
25 to Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go. 25 to Mike. Go.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Out of the the gun. Eckler running it. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Back to throw. Love. And it's complete. Henry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.